Hello everybody and welcome back to Wrestle Central Gaming, and we are now continuing with our original series that we started. We had the episode of Raw. If you've not seen it, make sure you go back and check it out. There is a playlist on the channel, so if you do fall behind at any point during the series and you want to go back and watch any episodes that you've missed in order, they'll all be there for you. And we are now, as I say, about to kick off with SmackDown Live. So in the ring, the Singh brothers, well, the Singh brothers aren't in the ring. The Singh brothers come out onto the stage. I don't know why I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So Singh brothers come out onto the stage with microphones as they normally do, and Samir Singh goes on to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, your WWE champion, the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal." So Jinder makes his way to the ring with the Singh brothers in tow, and Jinder goes on to say, "Tonight, Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura go one-on-one for a shot at my championship. It doesn't matter who wins that match, because they will fall to the modern day Maharaja at Hell in a Cell. I've beaten both of them before for my championship, and I'll do it again." So, a little brief thing there to start off SmackDown. Obviously in real life it'd have been a lot longer, but just the gist of what Mahal wants to get across there. He's got a 53C- rating. Mahal's getting better his gimmick. The Singhs didn't do very well. Samir looked lost, and Sunil underperformed. But the Jinder Mahal versus question mark storyline has advanced with this segment, but lost heat. So obviously the question mark is either Nakamura or Orton, which we will find out later on tonight. As for worker improvements, Sunil Singh is developing better performance skills, as is Samir Singh. And then in an abysmal match, Natalya defeated Carmela in 9 minutes 25 by submission with a sharpshooter. This is a match that was announced for real life for this particular week that we're up to. So we still held that match there. It got a 31E+. The announcing quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. It did cool the crowd a little following that opening segment. Carmela then had an in-ring performance of 28. Natalya an in-ring performance of 35. And as far as work improvements goes, Natalya is improving in her performance skills. Carmela improved in rumble, technical and performance skills. And then up next, the 69C+, as Kevin Owens is in the ring and he grabs a chair, takes a seat and looks around at everyone in the arena. I was cheated out of the United States Championship twice by Shane McMahon, and I'm turning SmackDown Live into the Kevin Owens show tonight. I want my opportunity at my United States Championship tonight. And then Shane O'Mac's music hits as Shane makes his way down to makes his way out onto the stage with a microphone, and he goes on to say, "Kevin, when you faced AJ Styles for the United States Championship last week, I made it clear that was your last shot." Oh no, it wasn't last week, it was the week before that, sorry, it's 2 weeks ago. "I made it clear that was your last shot for as long as AJ Styles is the champion." And Owens goes on to say, "No, Shane, no. I was about to win my championship when 2 weeks ago you pulled Baron Corbin out of the ring." And the man goes on to say, "Kevin, you agreed to the stipulation, and the reason I pulled Baron Corbin out of the ring was because he was being extremely biased towards you. Now, if you could kindly leave the ring, we have a show to get on the road." And Owens goes on to say, "I'm going nowhere until I get my shot." And then Shane says, "Fine." And he goes on to say, because I couldn't fit it all in here unfortunately, so I'm just going to ad-lib this last bit, but he goes on to say, "If you want a match, you want a shot, I'll give you a match tonight. In fact, right now, when you go one-on-one with this gentleman." So Shane struggled when going off script, apparently. The KO conspiracy storyline has advanced with the segment, and there was no work improvements. And the gentleman that Shane O'Mac was referring to, of course, is Sami Zayn. I'm guessing a lot of you probably predicted it might have been Sami Zayn. Who knows? But it was Shane O'Mac wanted to get Kevin Owens out of the ring, so he set up the match with Sami. And in about that decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat, Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn in 13 minutes and 8 seconds by pinfall with a handful of tights. That got a 66C+. Owens and Zayn have great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. The match deserved better announcing. Owens gets a 71, Zayn with a 67. As for worker improvements, Sami Zayn is improving his rumble and his performance skills, and Kevin Owens improved in rumble, technical, flying and performance. And then in a bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable defeated the Shining Stars in 10 minutes and 11 seconds when Shelton Benjamin defeated Primo Cologne by pinfall with a T-bone suplex. And Gable carried the match in terms of in-ring performance, so well done there to Chad Gable. Outshining Shelton Benjamin, which is a surprise, but he's done well. 42D was the rating for the match. The Shining Stars have great chemistry when teaming together. The match cooled the crowd down a little. Primo with a 36, Epico with a 35, Shelton with a 38, and Gable, as we know, was head and shoulders above everyone else in terms of performance, and he got a 48. So the Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin storyline has started with this segment, so obviously there's going to be something going on later on down the road with those two, since that's showing us the storyline. Primo is improving in Rumble skills, Shelton is improving in performance, Epico in performance, and Chad Gable in performance. And then up next with 41D, Dolph Ziggler comes out onto the stage with a microphone, and Ziggler goes on to say, "Tonight is the rebirth of Dolph Ziggler. Nobody appreciates what I do in that ring. I am the best performer in that ring, week in and week out, but I just get pushed aside whilst opportunities are given to everybody else. So if this is what it takes to get recognition and to be given the opportunities that I deserve, then so be it." And then Dolph goes backstage and proceeds to imitate the entrance of Ty Dillinger. He then goes backstage again. He comes back out and imitates Mojo Rawley, and then finally imitates Naomi's entrance. Dolph worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. The announcing quality lifted the segment, and the colour commentary gave it a boost. The angle cooled the crowd a little again. Ziggler came across well, and the Be a Star in WWE storyline has advanced with this segment but lost heat, and there is no work improvements. And then Daniel Bryan comes out to the ring and he invites the Usos and he invites the New Day down to the ring, and he goes on to say, "So last week here on SmackDown Live, the Usos picked up a win against the New Day, meaning that Jimmy and Jay get to choose the stipulation for your match next week for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. So we're all out here to find out exactly what that match is going to be." And Jimmy goes on to say, "Listen up, Us. Next week on SmackDown Live, we're going to beat the New Day in a street fight." So yeah, in real life they chose a street fight. I'm sticking with a street fight because I was struggling to come up with a different match type that would be good for these guys. So I've gone with a street fight. The outcome may or may not be the same as in real life. You'll have to find out in 2 episodes time when we do our second SmackDown Live of the series. But the match is now official. It is going to be the Usos versus the New Day in a street fight. And the segment there got a 65C, and the segment deserved better announcing. The angle got the crowd interested again, and Jey Uso was very underwhelming apparently, so that doesn't go down well. But Jimmy is learning to show more charisma and is developing better performance skills, and meanwhile Jey Uso is learning to also show more charisma. And then up next, AJ Styles comes out to the ring, grabs a microphone, and he goes on to say, "Last week I reopened the US Open Challenge and I beat Ty Dillinger. So right here tonight on SmackDown Live, the house that AJ Styles built, I will open the challenge again to anyone in the back." And then Baron Corbin answers the challenge. Those of you that are familiar with what happened at the start of the AJ thing with Baron Corbin that's going on at the moment, he issued the open challenge. Ty Dillinger responded. Even though Baron Corbin made it clear he intended to do that, and then Ty and Baron had a bit of a fight outside the ring. Baron looked like he was going to claim that spot, and then Ty ended up doing it in the end. After AJ beat Ty Dillinger, Baron Corbin beat up Ty Dillinger, and obviously Baron wasn't happy that he didn't get his title shot. So this being the following week now, Baron has come out and he's claimed his spot, and that got a 72B minus. And we've advanced the US Open Challenge storyline with this segment, and also the Baron Corbin Ty Dillinger storyline has advanced, which wasn't supposed to be revealed yet. That's going to be revealed in the next thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It was revealed a few seconds early. But obviously, as we know, with the fight they had the previous week on SmackDown, that's why we've got that storyline set up to go. Baron Corbin is improving at acting. He's also learning to show more charisma and is developing better performance skills. And then, in a decent match, AJ Styles defeated Baron Corbin in 10 minutes 57 by pinfall with a roll-up. AJ Styles makes defense number 1 of his WWE United States title. Okay, so it looks like I missed something out here. It was supposed to be that Ty Dillinger was going to distract Baron Corbin, and then that's what was going to lead up to the roll up basically. So distraction from Ty, AJ rolls up Baron, gets 63C. The match deserved better announcing. Baron gets a in-ring performance of 55, AJ of 79. So AJ was like way better than Baron in the match. And as a result of that, the two storylines again have advanced: the US Open Challenge and Baron versus Ty. In terms of work improvements, AJ improved in performance skills, Baron in Rumble and also in performance skills. And then following that, AJ heads to the back with his title, and Ty and Baron just end up having a big, all-out brawl, all the way back to the locker room. Ty Dillinger performed poorly in the segment. The storyline between the two has advanced, but lost heat, and it got a 51D+. In terms of worker improvements, there weren't any. And then in a decent match for the main event of SmackDown Live, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Randy Orton in 15 minutes 46 by pinfall with a Kinshasa. The match also had a lot of interference. Samir Singh distracted Orton, he distracted Nakamura. Sunil Singh distracted Nakamura, he also distracted Orton. And finally Rusev interfered against Randy Orton, that bringing in a 53C-. Orton and Nakamura just don't click at all, it showed in their performance. Orton gets a 62, Nakamura with a 55. Mahal versus question mark storyline has advanced with this segment that lost heat. Obviously we now know that question mark is in fact Shinsuke Nakamura. The SmackDown Rusev versus Randy Orton storyline has advanced with this segment and also lost heat. Obviously Orton and Rusev are about to continue their feud from real life as a result of the interference from Rusev costing Orton this match. And Orton has improved in technical, flying and performance skills. So that brings the show to a close, bringing us in at a 56C-. The general feeling is that WWE don't have enough interesting storylines going on, and the show lost its popularity in 39 regions. So after week number 1 in this battle for brand supremacy between Raw and SmackDown Live, Raw absolutely smashed it in the ratings. What is your opinion, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Raw did the better job? Obviously the rating of the game says that Raw did a better job, but which show did you prefer? Did you prefer Raw? Did you prefer SmackDown? Which one was the most interesting? Which one you're looking forward to seeing the storylines advancing? And what are you expecting of this series? Let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed the episode, leave it a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time for Monday Night Raw.